Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Valkyries going up against the Indiana Fever. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
Well, taking a look at these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a lot of three-point shooting.
Yeah, both of these teams love to let it fly. Whichever team hits more threes is probably going to be the winner.
That's how most basketball games are now these days, Brian, and that could be the case. Whoever hits more threes wins the game. For me, I cannot wait to watch this shootout.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Golden State. It's Burton.
For three, Kayla Thornton drills the three-pointer.
A solid shooter from downtown. When Thornton gets daylight, she doesn't waste it.
Well, this is the first season of Valkyries basketball, so what's a realistic goal for this team?
Well, to me, Blake, it's about getting a solid base, an identity, a fan base, develop players, and you can't worry too much about wins and losses as an expansion team.
It's Burton. Now here is Thornton. Pass to Billings.
4 on the shot clock for 3.
Burton can't hit. And here's McDonald. Boston outside. Now here's Cunningham. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Well, defensively, you have to run Cunningham off the catch and shoot. That is her specialty.
Pass to Hayes. And here's Burton. Back to Hayes. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Boston, she's guarded by Billings. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, if she's hitting from 3, McDonald becomes an impossible matchup for whoever gets her assignment.
Now Burton. Pass to Fagbenle. And the shot is good.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
And it's the Fever ball. Boston outside. Back to McDonald. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Here's Hayes. That's some good D by Kelsey Mitchell. The Fever leading. Boston outside. Outside Cunningham. From outside the arc. Fagbenle with the rebound. Golden State with the ball. It's Burton. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. She's covered by Mitchell. Fagbenle can't hit.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
And the basket by Ball Queen.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passer.
It's Burton. Looking for her first basket still in this one. For 3, Tiffany Hayes. Nailed from three-point land.
An offensive powerhouse. When Hayes is feeling it, she has the range to stretch the floor.
Pass to Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Outside Hayes. Burton.
To the paint. Back Benley. Ball Queen with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Boston outside. On the wing, Gary McDonald. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
And the defense looks stunned. I mean, Brian, it is triple after triple.
Yeah, they seem powerless to stop it. Just hoping they cool off, I guess.
It's going to take more than hope, though. It's going to take some actual defense.
Absolutely.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
McDonald with it. 6 points for her. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of her ability from scoring.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Fever on top, leading by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this.
Group substitution here for Golden State. And so it's Golden State with it.
17-point game. Pass to Fagbenley. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. And a miss there on the triple.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
And the main role of Monique Billings on this team is to rebound.
When you look at the advanced numbers for basketball nerds like me, rebounding percentage specifically, Monique Billings is one of the best in league history.
Here's Zondalasini. Clock at 4. Fagbenley can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Pass to Boston. Outside Sims. Inside. Shoots from 12. Nice touch on the bank shot.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Zondalasini. Hayes hits it from 3-point range.
Her shooting has been so good today. She may have to take it upon herself to get her team out of this hole.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Boston outside. Back to Mitchell. Over Hayes. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Ball Queen with the miss. And it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of that happening are extremely slim.
Here's Zondalasini to the inside. Billings.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Sims. Lets it go from deep. And that's not going to go. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Fever on top, up by 16. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started? You know, Hayes has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Now here's McDonald. Pass to Ball Queen.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Thornton outside. Hayes. Fagbenle, defended by Ball Queen.
Now here's Fagbenle.
She's tightly guarded. For three, Tiffany Hayes. The Fever pull it in.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W. Great focus from Mitchell offensively, finding herself that mid-range shot.
Outside Hayes. Misses the three.
And here's Indiana.
They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Yes, it's good.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket. They start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Now here's Mitchell. They have a 22-point lead, and it's the most they've led by.
And that's good. Sophie Cunningham for three.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
It's Burton.
Pass to Billings. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Now McDonald.
Covered by Thornton. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. And another three for Indiana.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Time called here. The Valkyries deciding to talk it over.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Here's the Valkyries with the ball.
They're scoreless since the first half. Tiffany Hayes for three.
And again, Golden State no good.
Yeah, she's still looking for her first triple of the second half. She had 3 at halftime.
On the wing, Shea Petty.
She's guarded by Hayes. Ball Queen up top. Shot clock at 6. Howard. And stolen by Thornton. Pass to Hayes. Three-pointer.
And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Valkyries able to keep possession. Golden State with the ball. And here's Burton. Picked by Fagbenle. And you look at the growth of the WNBA. Incredible numbers all over the board the last few years.
Recently, the league saw highs in viewership and attendance. The WNBA was the fastest growing league brand as well.
It feels like there's been a tipping point reached. I mean, the WNBA has a lot of momentum, at the moment, and they've done their best to take advantage of it.
Just 5 on the clock. Gotta see Sims for 3. And it's Billings with the rebound. Now here is Hayes. To the middle. Fagbenle. Easy jumper from very short distance.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Pass to Hole. Sims. And here is Howard.
She's guarded by Billings.
Outside Howard. Outside Powers. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Now Burton. Pass to Hayes. It's Burton. Shakes her.
Now here's Fagbenle.
And here's Kayla Thornton from the arc. No good on that shot. Now here's Powers. Guarded closely. Outside Sims. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Atlanta Dream going up against the Indiana Fever. Here in the hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga, and joining me are Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in.
And you can hear the excitement in the stands tonight. This Fever crowd knows how to make some noise.
Yeah, every time these women step on the floor, there's pride on the line, a desire to give these fans a show, and most importantly, deliver a win.
And for Atlanta, so far this year, they're on the losing end of the season series against the Fever.
This is my kind of basketball, fellas. Both of these teams make their mark on the defensive end of the floor.
The game is played at both ends, and great scoring will only get you so far. These teams have a firm understanding of that.
And for teams that are committed to winning, it's understood that locking in on defense will be part of what separates them.
Buries the long-range jumper.
I mean, that's just too easy for Howard. Is the defense going to rush her off the three-point line, or is she going to make these all night long?
Pow with it.
Pass to Griner. The Fever pull it in.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Howard with the rebound.
Now Pow Pow.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Gray, 5 to shoot. Pass to Griner. Pings in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
And during the last couple of offseason, Ryan Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
Now here's Gray. For 3, Ryan Howard.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Here's Boston. Back to McDonald.
Will it go? That doesn't go, and she's 0 for 1 from the field.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off, and it's not always easy.
Outside Howard. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Now here's Howard. That 3 off the mark.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Pass to Jones. And here's Griner. No good with the triple. Outside Howard. Ball Queen. Guarded by Jones. And the basket by Ball Queen.
Well, it took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
Sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. Let's see.
Yeah, Brian, let's see if this offense gets anything going.
Now here's Howard. 9 points in the game. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Boston. Pass to Ball Queen. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Such a tough force to contend with. Boston puts pressure on a defense every single time.
And here's Pow Pow.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Boston inside. Guarded by Pow Pow. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Nailed from three-point land.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Pass to Jones. Now Griner. Here's Howard. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. It goes on Natasha Howard. First free throw is making a change here. Mitchell outside. Outside Sims.
Pass to Boston.
Here's Mitchell. From downtown.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Well, watching the 2024 playoffs, you felt so good for Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, here's someone who had never been close to the postseason and then makes her first trip in her 7th year. And she showed out, dropping 21 in her playoff debut.
Misses the 3. The dream trail.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Now here's Gray for 3. Sinks the triple.
constantly in a position to score. Gray loves to shoot it off of a crisp pass.
Indiana with the ball.
Cunningham left side.
Six to shoot.
Offensive rebound. Boston.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, defensively, you have to box out Boston. She is too good on the glass.
Gray outside. To the inside. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Outside Howard. Here's the three.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Outside Cunningham.
Mitchell outside. The three is up. And Jones pulls it down. And Atlanta has possession. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Howard. This one for three. The Fever pull it in.
In the first, she was killing him from outside, but in the second, she just can't get it going.
Pulls up from the top of the key. Mitchell, shot's good.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Fever on top. They're up by 4. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. You know, Howard has just been exceptional here, fellas.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
And a return to the playoffs for the Fever in 2024. It was a huge step forward for the team.
For sure, snapping a 7-year hiatus. And what's incredible is before that, the Fever went to 12 straight postseasons from 2005 to 2016. So this is an organization that is used to winning.
Pow pow.
Back to Howard. Pass to Griner. Gray. Screened by Griner. From past the arc. Gray, no good.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Howard can't get it to go. The Dream on offense. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Gray. From the arc.
That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
Supremely confident in her scoring abilities. Gray, she'll make you pay.
Pass to Ball Queen. Mitchell. Outside Howard.
And here's Boston.
Now Mitchell. Gray defending. Mitchell, shot's good.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Here's Howard from deep three-point range.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Guarded by McDonald. Pass to Howard. Launches a three. The three-pointer is on target.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Hailing from America's finest city, San Diego, California, none other than Tahina Paopao.
Growing up, she trained with another San Diego legend, Kelsey Plum. Similar to her mentor, Paopao is a stellar guard who plays with an edge and sees the floor very well.
And here the Dream. To the middle for the tie. Griner, no good.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it. Here's what the Indiana Fever have lined up on their schedule.
On Sunday, and the Dallas Wings will come into town. Then on Tuesday, they kick off the road trip in Connecticut where they'll take on the Sun.
And you know, for that matchup with the Liberty, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and it should come down to the wire.
Two teams that want to win, matching up well. This will be a great one. Known for being a tremendous defender, Boston takes pride in wiping shots away.
Pass to Sims. Mitchell outside. There's the three. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting.
And the Dream call time here. Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible. Playing more than...
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside McDonald. Howard the screen. Back to Mitchell. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. Good on the shot.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
For three, Ryan Howard gets a three-pointer to fall.
Another long-range bomb for her. Her three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead down.
Definitely. As long as she keeps burying them, they might as well keep going back to the well.
Screen by McDonald. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. And it's Ryan Howard with the rebound.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
The pick by Jones. Pow for three. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Outside Howard. Here's McDonald. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, if she's hitting from three, McDonald becomes an impossible matchup for whoever gets her assignment.
The Dream trail. Left side Howard. Pass to Jones. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston. Outside McDonald. Outside Howard. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. Gray outside. Howard, guarded by Howard. Natasha Howard with the block.
Love the patience from Howard. She has the timing and instincts that every shot blocker needs to succeed.
Now here's Balkley. He's guarded by Griner. Howard can't get it to go.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
To get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
Down low. And the basket by Ball Queen.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Now here's Howard, guarded by Howard. And so the Fever take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Dallas Wings going up against the Indiana Fever. Here in the hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga, and joining me are Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in.
And you can hear the excitement in the stands tonight. This Fever crowd knows how to make some noise.
Guys, this game has a different feel. These two teams have had some great battles. Bragging rights are on the line.
And so for Dallas, this hasn't been their strongest matchup so far. They're down in this season series against Indiana.
Well, guys, is it too early to start thinking about playoff position at this point of the season?
Yeah, for most teams it is, but for the team at the top of the standings, securing home court advantage is looming large.
Well, let's settle down a little bit, right? Because we can't look too far ahead. The postseason's still a long ways away.
Oh, nice shot by Beckers.
Such a well-rounded offensive player. She's got a little bit of everything.
To the left wing.
Left side Boston. Outside Cunningham.
Off target with the three.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to McDonald. We played just over a minute here in the first.
And here's Boston.
Just 5 to shoot. Yes, it's good.
No stopping Aaliyah Boston. Too much strength.
And since the Wings moved to Dallas in 2016, it's been tough times for the franchise.
Yeah, first 9 years in Dallas, one winning year, one playoff series won. The good news for Dallas, I think winning the lottery in 2025 might change their fortunes.
Now here's Mitchell.
Left side Boston. Pass to Cunningham.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Beckers outside.
The three is up. Rebounded by the Fever.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Cunningham.
Just 5 on the clock.
It's over Miller. A shot by Cunningham, no good. Here's the Wings with the ball. Beckers outside. Pass to Ogunbowale. Beckers outside.
That one falls, coming off Arike Ogunbowale's nice feed.
She's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Now here's Ball Queen.
And that's going to be a foul called on Paige Beckers.
That is her first foul of the game.
So both teams making some changes here. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
Boston outside.
The three doesn't go that time.
Dallas in the lead.
And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
Now here is Sims. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Here's Boston.
Mitchell, right side. 4 on the clock. Gotta see Sims for 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
An impact perimeter player. Sims uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Pass to Harris. Arike Ogunbowale on the wing. 3-pointer. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Now here's Mitchell. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Faked in off the glass.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Here's Harris.
Paige Beckers from outside.
Good on the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, non-existent.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Howard. Mitchell outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Wings up by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the Wings making a change here. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely on the other side, really not much resistance put up.
And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Now here's Mitchell. And it's good for 2.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Here's Beckers.
It's a 14-point game. Ogunbowale. The 3-pointer, no good. Mitchell outside. Pass to Sims. Here's Howard. Sims up top.
Guarded by Beckers.
And here is Mitchell. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Beckers outside.
Hits it from 3-point range.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Sims. Takes the three. Rebound Dallas. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now Harris. She's covered by Mitchell. Now Ogunbowale. From downtown. Howard with the rebound. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points. I love it when Sims penetrates. She's terrific at knifing her way inside, then finishing.
Now here's Ogunbowale. 8 points for her. Three-pointer Beckers. Natasha Howard with the rebound. And it's the Fever ball. Down by 15. Pass to Sims. Outside Howard. Shoots it up. Kept alive. Austin, good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Beckers outside. Out to the wing. Here's Harris. And another miss by Dallas. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. Wings out in front. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started.
And really, just an incredible game from Beckers.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, it's absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop. Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for her.
Pass to Hines Allen. Down low.
And stolen by Cunningham.
And it's the Fever on the break.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Now here's Mitchell. From deep. Hines Allen pulls it in.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Out to Miller.
From the arc.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
So it's Indiana now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Five to shoot. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Now here's Beckers.
17 points in the game.
Left side, McDonald. Boston. Outside, McDonald.
Pass to Ball Queen. That's good, and it's Ari McDonald with the assist.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Miller.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Here's Beckers.
A kick out to Ogunbowale. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, Arike testing the limits of her range.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. The Fever trailing.
We've all known the name Paige Bueckers well before the 2025 draft, and she's used to the spotlight.
No doubt. I mean, she's been a name in basketball for a long time. She was the #1 recruit out of high school, then in college. As a freshman, the National Player of the Year. Obviously, huge expectations for her here in the W, but Paige Bueckers is used to that.
Bueckers, no good. And it's the Fever ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Mitchell, shot's good.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move from Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Pass to Bueckers. Cans it from downtown.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like she's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Outside Sims. Boston outside. And here is Sims. Boston sets a screen. Now here's Mitchell. Here's Ball Queen. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. Left side of Gumbawale. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
Shooting one.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Bueckers outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Ball Queen. Boston outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Pass to Cunningham.
Lets it go from deep. That one is off. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Miller. And here's Bueckers. That three off the mark. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Pass to McDonald. Now here's Mitchell. This one for 3. That's good, and it's Aari McDonald with the assist.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
Three-pointer Bueckers. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. And here is Mitchell. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Pass to Cunningham.
The tray, and another 3 for Indiana.
Certain players are finishers like a Sophie Cunningham. You set them up, they'll knock them down.
Now here's Bueckers. Started by McDonald. Bueckers is doubled. Out to Miller.
The 3 ball. The three-pointer is on target.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Pass to Ball Queen. The rebound by the Wings. Now Gumbawale. The kick out to Bueckers. To the middle. Hines Allen. She's covered by Mitchell. Diamond Miller for 3. It's hauled in by Boston. Indiana with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to McDonald. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Indiana.
Big time from McDonald, and she is never going to hide in these big moments.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And she commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So she gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Boston sets a screen. Offensive rebound. McDonald. Down it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one who'd go to the line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Pass to Ball Queen. And there is a whistle. That goes on Ball Queen. That's her first foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and they'll go to the line. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 9-point game here.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And so it's Dallas with the W. And they came in here and took.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Thanks. Tough performance for you tonight from an individual standpoint, especially given the hype around you versus Paige. Is there anything you could have done differently, considering the result?
You know, it's basketball. That's really all it comes down to sometimes. It's basketball at the highest level, you know, with one of the most elite players in the game. And I'm always going to look forward to these matchups with Paige because iron sharpens iron. All this result means is that, you know, I've got some tough film to watch tonight, but I'm going to be better next time we see this team.
Okay. With the Rookie of the Year race likely coming down to you and Paige, are you concerned about how much a performance like this weighs on the voters?
You know, we don't really get to this point in the season without the margins being super thin. Mm-hmm. You know, Paige and I have been able to separate from the rest of our talented rookie class because we've both been in the gym, putting in the work. So, you know, I'm sure, yeah, this will probably be looked at with some kind of scrutiny, but I know that I'm proud of what my impact has been throughout this entire season, even if it means I wasn't at the top of my game tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA.
And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Connecticut Sun.
I'm Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're getting ready to bring you the action from Connecticut.
Hope you guys brought your seatbelts. These teams fly up and down the floor.
I'm strapped in. I locked it in. I'm ready to go. This is a matchup I've been looking forward to. I love these fast-paced ones.
Yeah, me too. But the big question is, who can slow the other one down? I also think dictating the pace is going to be key right here.
Here we go. Tip-off goes to Connecticut. Pass to Morrow. Six on the shot clock. Offline from top of the key jumper.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
When we talk about consistently good franchises, the Sun are always in the conversation.
It's been 8 straight years of getting to at least the second round. 7 of those 8 years, a winning record. Despite a couple finals appearances, they're still looking for that first WNBA title.
Here's Morrow. From past the arc. Nothing that time. She's 0 for 2. Here's the Fever with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Ball queen. Morrow with the rebound. We played just over a minute here in the first. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Mitchell, right side. Pass to Boston. Howard. Now Mitchell. The 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. Here's McDonald. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Got her with the pump fake, just couldn't finish.
And here's Morrow.
Over Mitchell, drilled from 6 feet.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Right wing.
Boston with it, working on Edwards. Here's McDonald.
And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, if she's hitting from 3, McDonald becomes an impossible matchup for whoever gets her assignment.
Pass to Morrow.
Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Rivers. No good on the triple. The Fever leading.
Now Boston.
Pass to Ball Queen. 16 feet out. And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now Nelson Adota, defended by Ball Queen. A shot by Nelson Adota, no good.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Howard can't get it to go.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Now here's Ball Queen. Boston outside.
Pass to Howard.
Boston.
Now Ball Queen. Fires from deep. She can't get that one to fall.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Rivers. She's covered by Mitchell.
And here's Morrow.
To the inside. Here's Edwards. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Great job spotting her teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
Here's Mitchell. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Fever ahead. They're up by 7. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Teams making some changes here. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. Hartley outside. Rivers. She's covered by Mitchell. It's hauled in by Boston. Here's the Fever with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Mitchell.
Boston. She's covered by Edwards.
Shot clock at 6.
Boston inside. Working on Edwards.
Good on the bucket.
Oh, man. Boston is a tough customer inside. Nice shot.
Back to Hartley.
Nelson Adota.
Here's Morrow. Hits the jump hook.
Well, tough start scoring, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, they seem to have taken the lid off the basket, gaining a little bit of confidence.
See if they can keep rolling.
Now here is Sims. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Drills it from outside.
She's picking up where she left off in the first quarter. from downtown at least.
Over to the wing.
Outside Edwards.
Chalk up 2 right there.
Not much the D can do once she gets to the bucket.
Mitchell with it. She's got 10. Outside Sims.
Cunningham left side.
And the basket by Ball Queen.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The Sun trailing.
Pass to Morrow.
Goes up. Here's Hartley. Launches it.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Mitchell outside. Right side Sims.
Cunningham.
From the top of the key. And there the Fever with another bucket.
And a much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, you're doing something right.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. From deep. She can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first half. Fever ahead. They lead by 8. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And now the third quarter about to get going again. One of the stories here, Mitchell getting it done today.
It's amazing to watch. She spoils us with her performances game in, game out. And so far, another big scoring night for her.
And oftentimes when she puts up that many points in the first half, she follows it up with an even better second half. So we'll see if that happens again here.
All right, the second half beginning in a moment. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Ball Queen. To the wing, right side.
Boston. She's covered by Edwards.
Mitchell a screen. Now here's Howard. Tries again. And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line. And that one misses.
And here the Sun.
Trailing by 10.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Now Edwards.
And that one drops.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller defender on her and took it straight to the bucket for the easy 2.
And here's Ball Queen. Howard.
Outside McDonald.
Pass to Mitchell. Takes the 3.
And Ari McDonald gets the 3.
They're having so much trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either.
That'll kill you, a differential like that from beyond the arc.
Here's Morrow.
She's got 6. To the middle. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
Pass to Ball Queen. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
To the left side wing. And here's Nelson Adota, defended by Ball Queen. And there's the call on McDonald. That's her first foul. On for the first time ever, the league extended the schedule to 44 games. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it's been a great idea. There's so much interest in the league. The fans, the broadcasters, everybody. We want more action. We want more games.
And factor in the expansion teams coming in recently, it felt like there needed to be a few more games on the slate.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make them pay.
Mitchell, and another basket for Indiana.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
To halt the run. It's deflected. Indiana with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Outside McDonald.
Pass to Ball Queen. Makes the bucket. She's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now.
Pass to Morrow.
And they call an illegal screen here. And here's what the schedule's like for the Connecticut Sun.
On Thursday, they are going to try and defend home court against the Los Angeles Sparks. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the... Boston outside. On the wing, Gary McDonald. And one thing we can all agree on, it's great to see the WNBA continue to expand.
Yeah, the Bay Area finally got a team, and they followed that up quickly by announcing teams in Toronto and Portland.
And remember, too, 3 more teams are coming after those 2 in Toronto and Portland. And beyond those 3 teams that they're going to add, the league got so many bids from pretty much everywhere in this country and in Canada as well.
And the first one drops. Doesn't get the second.
Their struggles at the line this half are starting to haunt them like a Halloween ghost.
Pass to Ball Queen. Back to McDonald. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. And here the Sun. 19-point game. There's the 3. Ball Queen with the rebound. Mitchell outside. Boston outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Howard. She's covered by Edwards. Here's McDonald. The 3 is up, and she's good on the 3 ball.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of 3s falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Pass to Morrow.
That one goes. Count it.
That's what I call pretty passing. timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Outside Howard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Outside McDonald. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Morrow. Defended by Ball Queen. Edwards with the screen. That three off the mark. Now here's Howard. Outside McDonald. Howard. Soft touch off the glass.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
And that one good. Indiana with the ball. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to McDonald. Boston. Pass to McDonald. Now here's Mitchell. That's good, and it's Aari McDonald with the assist.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Tina Charles has been around the league and is such a reliable and consistent player. What was it like going head-to-head against her on the court?
Man, it was a challenge. Absolutely. She's big, but she shoots like a guard and can pretty much hit from anywhere, and it's hard to defend players like that. I think I did a good job overall.
Agreed. What do you take away from matches like this against some of the league's greatest players?
Well, it's a delicate balance of staying true to your game and what you do best on the court, but also paying attention in real time to the little things players like Tina does during a game that can actually help you grow, like the way she sets screens on me or just her footwork at the rim. I try to take note of those things and then just rewatch them on film later.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Go ahead.
You've had some good games so far, but I consider this to be your breakout game of the season. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. Yeah, I've been able to contribute in different ways and make an impact so far, but I think this is the first game where I feel like I really lit up that stat sheet.
So first-year players often have a memorable welcome to the WNBA moment. Sort of an introduction to the league. What was yours?
You know, I thought I knew what it felt like to get hit by a screen. But getting caught up and crushed by Steph Dolson, that felt like a true initiation. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Gotcha.
it would have to be that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody.
Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the New York Liberty.
I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi.
And these New York Liberty fans couldn't be more excited for this matchup. You can expect to hear them throughout the entire game.
It's clear there's something a little extra on the line tonight. From the feeling in this building, this matchup seems personal. It's rivalry time.
And for the Fever, they'll be looking to continue their dominance this season series, already up 2-0 against New York.
You guys have your eyes on the guard matchup. There's a lot of talent in the backcourt.
And I think that's something we could say for most of the games that we cover. There's just so many skilled guards in this league.
Yeah, we're definitely spoiled in that regard. There's no shortage of premier guard play here in the W.
Now here is Stewart. Over Boston. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Pass to McDonald. And here is Mitchell. Off target from three-point range.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside McDonald. Ball queen up top.
Pass to Cunningham.
From the arc. Rebound New York. Here's Stewart. Good on the shot.
What a move. Watching Stewart doing things like that, you can forget she's 6'4".
And when you talk about the elite players in our sport, Breanna Stewart is near the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at 6 straight top 3 MVP finishes. Stewie's already won 3 titles and is always an all-defensive team member. Plus, she just turned 30. I mean, that's insane.
With great size for a point, Ionescu could just bounce off contact.
Pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound.
0 for 4 to start. Still looking for their first make.
Buries it down low.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Mitchell. Boston sets a screen. 5 to shoot. And Kelsey Mitchell gets the 3.
Big basket there. The 5th time's the charm, am I right?
Ionescu outside. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
The story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Ball Queen. And good that time.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there. And apparently neither did the defenders.
Now Ionescu. 5 points in the game. From outside, off the mark.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here's Boston. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Up top, McDonald. Covered by Ionescu. Offensive board. And the basket by Ball Queen.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Back in 2023, Breanna Stewart signing as a free agent with the Liberty. What a signing.
Oh, to me, I think this could go down as the biggest free agent signing in WNBA history. Stewie won an MVP in year 1 with New York, and then in year 2, she brings the Liberty their first title in franchise history. It's hard to make a bigger impact than that, guys.
Boston. Good. First shot, first basket.
Well, the first player you should be boxing out, Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you cannot let her get going on the glass.
Ionescu up top, guarded by McDonald. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
Yeah, well, you're not going to miss too many of those looks.
The Fever trailing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Pass to Cunningham.
And the 3 off target.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Ionescu has it. She's got 10. Stewart with the screen. The three-pointer, no good. It could go. She's off on that one. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Liberty out in front,
They lead by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Both teams changing it up here. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Outside Howard. Pass to Sims. Howard the screen. Clock at 6. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
She might want to maybe defer for a while. She's had her chances this quarter, but nothing's fallen.
Now here's Boston.
Outside Sims. Mitchell outside. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
You know, it's rare to see players stick in the same place, especially in this era. So it's special seeing Kelsey Mitchell on the Fever.
Well, she went second overall to Indiana back in 2018. And listen, there wasn't much winning for Mitchell her first 6 years in Indianapolis, but she never complained, and the Fever have turned things around.
Now here's Howard from 8. And it's wide right, hits off the rim.
And you know, honestly, if you're looking for the main reason they're trailing in this game, look no further than her shooting. She's hit exactly 0% of her shots tonight.
Here's Boston. Howard. To the paint. Here's Ball Queen. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
Well, and after some early jitters, a few first-year players have really broken out.
Yeah, they're looking more comfortable. It takes time to adjust to the speed of the game.
And to learn the scheme, you know, especially at the defensive end, where it takes just one person missing their assignment to give up points.
Now here's Cloud. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. There's Lainey Hamilton. Rebounded by the Fever. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Ball Queen. On the wing, Ari McDonald. Back to Mitchell. Howard up top. Here's Ball Queen. Defended by Harrison. Ball Queen with the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
The 11-footer and off the glass. That one's good.
Well, you gotta like her shot selection today. She set the bar for the rest of the team.
Right side, Howard.
Back to McDonald. Pass to Cunningham.
Here's Ball Queen.
And here's McDonald.
She's covered by Cloud. From deep.
Offensive rebound.
He can't get that one. New York in the lead. Now here's Ionescu. The 3. No good on that shot. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. It's the Liberty leading by 9. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And now the third quarter about to get going again. And you know, no surprise, but Ionescu has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters. and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Outside for Cloud. No good with the triple.
Here's Boston.
Mitchell outside.
Boston.
And here's Cunningham. Drops in the tray.
Certain players are finishers, like a Sophie Cunningham. You set them up, they'll knock them down.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Screen by Stewart. Puts up a three.
Lainey Hamilton can't hit.
Indiana trailing.
Outside, McDonald.
Pass to Ball Queen.
Outside, McDonald. Cunningham sets a screen. McDonald, no good.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Breanna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level. Defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on Z. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Ionescu can't get it to go.
Still cold from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Boston outside. Back to Cunningham.
Pass to Ball Queen.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Cloud outside. Ionescu. To the middle. Got a piece of it. To the inside. And McDonald gets it to go.
Playing way above her listed height. McDonald, not afraid, down low.
On offense, here the Liberty. Pass to Ionescu. It falls through, making her 6 for 11 in this contest.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Outside Cunningham. Back to McDonald.
Mitchell outside for 3.
Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
And the Liberty with possession here. 6-point lead.
Ionescu has it, and guarded by Cunningham.
It's good.
It's been a great game for Ionescu so far. Attacking on the offensive end and finding plenty of shots.
Mitchell outside. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
And the Liberty call time here.
To Cloud. Now Ionescu.
Here's Lainey Hamilton.
And the foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. That is her first foul of the game.
This is the kind of vision you get with Ionescu. She has a knack for finding the open teammate.
Now Ball Queen.
Defended by Harrison.
Here's Ball Queen.
Boston. Outside McDonald.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Cloud. She's covered by Mitchell. Ionescu outside. Back to Cloud. Pass to Stewart to tie it up. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Harry McDonald, here we go.
Now here's Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Outside McDonald.
The 3 ball. They grab their own miss. Count it. Good.
And Boston's teammates believe in her, especially when they need her to get a big bucket.
Now here's Ionescu. Guarded by McDonald. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
It's on Harry McDonald.
And good on both.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Now here's McDonald.
Fires for 3.
That doesn't go either for Harry McDonald.
New York trailing here.
Ionescu. She's covered by Cunningham.
Back to Stewart.
It's rebounded by McDonald.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Back to Mitchell.
Pass to Boston. Now here's Baldwin. And Hamilton covering.
Pulls it. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Ionescu outside.
Outside, Laney Hamilton.
It's in! Oh, that is an enormous three-pointer.
The road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this game up.
And I'll admit it, at one point I thought they were toast. They've shown some serious character to battle this far back.
I mean, I thought they were toast too with butter and jelly and everything on it.
Now here's Boston.
Back to Mitchell. There's the 3. Buries it from outside.
Oh, the poison Mitchell. This is what allows her to come up huge in the clutch.
And the Liberty call time here.
Looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Yeah, I think in a possible 2-for-1 situation, this next play they run, it's going to be interesting to see what they go with. No room for error.
What a huge basket. Ionescu is at her best in the game's biggest moments.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And they're in position to take the lead.
A bucket here would mean so much at this stage of the game.
Now Ionescu to take the lead. Misses the tray. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! And we'll be back right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. The 3 sinks the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Cunningham.
Pass to Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock.
And here's McDonald.
No good on the 3.
You can't let your ego run on offense. And you can see she really wanted to answer that made 3 with a 3 of her own.
The Fever trailing. Here's Baldwin.
Defended by Harrison. Here's McDonald.
Three-pointer. No good there.
She She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around. I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Pass to Boston. And here's ball queen. Defended by Harrison. The three is up. That doesn't go either for Aari McDonald. Here's New York now. Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Good on the triple.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside McDonald. Mitchell. Indiana again missing.
Throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. Got to get a better shot than that.
Loud outside. Back to Ionescu. And it's off from three-point range.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
McDonald with it. Now guarded by Ionescu.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. On defense, the Fever. And now we've got the intentional foul. And she misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts them up 5. Indiana with the ball.
Well, it's urgent time right now for them.
No doubt. They need points, and they need points fast. You can rely on Mitchell in the big moments, and you're seeing why right now. She's a confident shooter who is always ready to score.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yeah, but they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
And she hits both free throws. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. It's rebounded by Sabrina Ionescu. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
But you have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one who'd go to the line. Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Guys, what do you think?
They can call all the timeouts they want, but it really isn't going to do them any good.
No, there's nothing they can do to salvage this one at this point.
It's just a stat padding time.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. Just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
I agree with you. It just doesn't make any sense to do it at this point. And come on, we both want to go home.
Exactly. No mistakes there, and I think we can close the book on this one, guys.
And so it's New York winning this one. They escape with the victory, although they needed a few extra minutes to get